They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damagers. I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
We go! 8-3. Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Shoot!
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 53.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
53, Mike. All day.
From the gun, it's locked to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Under 10.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise. To me, that's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Clock now to throw.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. 7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Lock to throw for it on fourth. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Lock going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of 2 there, second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Tyler Newsome now. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check. 61, matchbox light.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. 3rd and 2, Lott's going to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10.
Go! 15 line. 15 line. Let's go.
On 1st down, Locke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Lock now, 8 of 11 in this 1st half. He's got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Nick Vanette, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On the ground, this is Williams. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. but it's still a 3rd and 8. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow. He's relaxed. He's checking. Crash.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
1st down, Kansas City.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Bring it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams. Special teams, the spark that often wins games.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Clock now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You got nothing to run.
On the counter, Lindsey. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Clock now on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Come on,
so now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
We want it. Come to my work.
Hey, dude.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front.
That's what they call us.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that saves. Over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 33-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mahomes going to throw. They complete it to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Broncos are going to get the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got the tight end, Vanette. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Locke now, 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Protein spill. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
1 yard gain.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft, his teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. He's got a man, it's Sutton, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are back within a single score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer.
Chiefs 28.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
8-3. You draw quarter. Hey, box truck.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Chiefs are going to take over. A long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at them with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon, and he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
10 yards. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. This is Gordon. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out here in the I. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Attack!
42-yard line.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
15.
Check 43.
On
2nd and 12, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now it's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
53 is the mic.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And McManus able to put it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Give them 32 on the play. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
We ain't giving them nothing to get.
Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mahomes to throw. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. To throw is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
15 line. 15 line. You.
Lock, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game.
Tonight's final score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give right side. It's Jackson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1 yard gain. Check 4.
On second down, this is Jackson. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. They run again on 1st down. Peterson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready. Safety creek. We got 4. Get it.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Check 24.
Now it's Dorsett. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Dorsett. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run. It's Dorsett. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
18-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Come on.
On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 52.
Watch out. Check.
They'll try the left side with Dorsett. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
You go tight. You got tight right there. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch. Back. He's coming.
Running right, it's Dorsett. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. And they hand it off to Dorsett. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
1st down, Raiders.
Check. Crouch. Check.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. They'll run with Peterson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On the carry, it's Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jackson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Check the hot read. Watch twist.
On the give, this is Dorsett. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Check, check with the 9. Let's go, D.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A final shot before break. Russell letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, a gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
X3, 218, chop it. Shoot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. 41's coming, 41's the mic. Pick me up, here we go. Hey, 41's mic, 41's mic. You can't block me. You can't.
Hey, orbit.
You can't block
Clear.
2nd and 13. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
Christian Travis.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it'll be Dorsett. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now they try the right side here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's now 4th down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Under 10. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Jumper. Kill.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the side.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are back within a single score. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Hey, Haywood! Stop!
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Sponge. No. Check 43.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Russell. He's got Casper over the middle. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll run again with Jackson, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Raiders.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
At their 48-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Check 15, check 15. Shift. Check 4, check 4.
On second down now, it's Jackson. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. Free, Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the...
And he's and in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas and really pouring it on now with the Cowboys. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. They'll try and start this drive in the air, and it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
5.
2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory for the Raiders.
Ball, mains. All I ever knew is ball, mains. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Go with rolls like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up.
You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. The story if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel